Hey everyone! So today I have a fun video, hopefully, and if you're wondering why is this here, well, it makes me happy, so that's why it's there. It's super cute. Just in case you're wondering, these are Target paints. If you're in the US, lucky you, you can go and grab these at your local Target. They're like $2 a pop. And then these are a set of pencils from Japan. And yeah, I just think they're so pretty. These are Holbein's, and as far as I know, you can only get them in Japan. So sorry about that, but more on Japan coming soon. That's warm metal. I guess it can fit the frame. Okay, so today's video, oh, first of all, hi, my name is Irit. If you're new here, welcome. I do watercolor videos, art journaling. I think that's the bulk of it. And I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the bell so you know when there's a new video coming. I am not going to mention my schedule plans because whenever I do that, everything falls apart. So, ooh, everything matches my cover. Cool. So I'm not gonna say that, but I have ambitions. Yeah, sure. Okay. So today I want to share with you my traveler's notebook insert that I dedicated to most of my recent trip to California. And the cover I got from AliExpress, and I have to say it is beautiful quality, and if I remember correctly, it also came with some inserts and was really fast. I had a really good experience with this seller, so I highly recommend it. And yeah, this is just look how beautiful everything looks. So it has, you can see, a sparkling kind of mermaidy rainbow pastel type of thing going on. It feels really, really well made, and the inside is this beautiful kind of blush pink. And it has the strip and then the four, you know, strips in the middle. Now, I have to say that my beast of an insert is kind of taking over this whole thing. And my next project is I wanted to do a dedicated insert for our 3 days, only 3 days in Disneyland. So, you know, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the description if you would be interested. I mean, obviously it's Disney themed, but what I want to focus on is just showing you how I create, you know, like the cover, which I used my cover sticker paper cover technique, which you can see on the tutorial. I will link it here. And I perfected it, I think. So I thought I would just show you, you know, just like different elements, so sneak peeks and stuff, on how to create a journal. It really doesn't have to be about Disney, I feel. I feel you can take the techniques and the ideas and apply them to everything. So yeah, so let me know if you want to see that. I want to do like a series about this, but this is like my next project and I want to fit it with the other one, but yeah, we'll see. There's still room here, I think. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this out so I can properly show you. And I am obsessed with this thing. I also am thinking of, I'm thinking that I want to do a video and maybe talk about the experience of documenting a trip in a traveler's notebook compared to 12 by 12 scrapbooks, which is what I have been doing in the last years. I found this so much more enjoyable, and also I feel, for me personally, that using this format made things, it was just more freeing, and I feel like I really managed to document the experience better because of the format. So that's just my personal experience. So let me know if you want to hear more about it, like what, why and everything. So this is how I covered it. It started with some papers from my bento box, and then I just added a ton of washi stickers, and I really like the way that it turned out. I feel it looks so, I don't know, lived in. I don't know if you can, but you know, well used and loved, and that's kind of how I want all my journals to look like. The insert is gorgeous. I'm so thrilled with it. So I picked up this insert from an Etsy shop that I've mentioned several times before, and the paper is Tomoe River paper, and what I like about it, I chose a grid paper. Super happy that I did that, and I'm thinking I'll probably do that for all my future inserts, because this one that I'm using for Disney is blank, and I really find it a lot more challenging because I can't so easily like write without having to draw lines or write crooked or anything. Okay, so let's just get started. I'll try to kind of also talk about the products as I go. If I miss something, then leave me a question below and give me like the time mark so I know what you're talking about. Okay, this is one of the hits for me. It's these pockets that you can find at Michael's. I'll show you the pack. This is how they come, and I think that, you know, other companies make similar things. I don't know, I just saw it in store. I didn't really know these things existed. Of course you can make your own, but these are beautiful. I think the quality is beautiful, and I wish I had like 10 more packs. I would use these in every single insert because they're so good. And I think it's really nice to put the largest pocket. It comes in a variety of sizes in one pack. You can see here. The large one I think is fantastic to put at the beginning of your book, because then you can tuck in like extra ephemera, photos that you didn't include, or other things you want to include as you journal. I think that's great. So I'll just flip through. At the beginning, I mostly use the stuff from my bento box, and then some sticky kits. I'm sorry, some faces are covered because those are not my kits. So that's why. I use mostly my bento box, and this part was I did while I was still in the US. So I had a more limited stash, and it worked really well. I really enjoyed it, and the papers in that bento box, you can see the whole thing on my channel. They're just beautiful. I think the main thing to remember if you're going to fill an entire journal like this one, I don't know how many pages it has. I think I'll check, but a lot of pages because the paper is so thin. You want to remember, if you're going to add photos and stickers and everything to every single page, you want to remember to use, you know, thin things, as thin as possible. So thin papers, thin stickers, not a lot of dimension, because I used thin stuff and it's still extremely, extremely chunky in comparison to, you know, a new empty one. So this was Visit to Hollywood, and I just want to show you, I don't think I should go into everything in detail, and I do like to do these kinds of pages, and I think I may have done a little bit of a duplicate, just pages of like, you know, topics, your favorite moments, that sort of thing. I think it's so easy to do that in such a journal. Another thing that I enjoyed doing was I added these in a couple of places. So this one I didn't journal in, but I have another one that I did journal, and it's just something you can very easily add also at a later stage if, you know, you have some extra thoughts you didn't share and you want to add them. It's very easy to do it like that and just add it at any point. So here is what I'm talking about, and I added some more journaling in this. This is like a old crate papers die cut, and then you just put it with a clip. You can also add it with washi, but I kind of like the paper clips. I have little envelopes here with, You can add also more photos, hidden journaling. And here is another one of these pockets that I mentioned. And I cut up some of the brochure at Universal Studios. Car rental, pickup, and then we started the part that was more like a road trip from Los Angeles to San Francisco. And here is actually, I think around, well, I think here kind of it was already, I was already at home. So besides using the photos, all the photos till now that you saw are printed on my HP Sprocket, which is fantastic for these purposes. It's the printer itself is super compact and light. Also the refills are really compact. You can take like 50 refills and it takes up very, very little space. The quality is okay. It's not the best. And also the prints are sticky backed, so that's fantastic. But here we came home and I used my home printer. This is on sticker paper, so the quality is not that great. But yeah, it's really, really fun playing with all kind of different papers, I feel. So these are sticker paper, and then this is a photo that I printed on a transparency. You will see that a lot because I really fell in love with it. So this is the botanical, the Japanese gardens, the tea gardens are they called, at the Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. And yeah, I just love it. So here's a little pocket. And this one was also fun to make. So another pocket, and then this is a photo that turned out really cool in a museum called the Exploratorium in San Francisco. And then I backed it. I also printed it on sticker paper, and then I backed it with, like, collaged it on the back, which was really easy because it was sticker paper. So yeah, this was me getting a little bit artsy, kind of more mixed media art journaling with the whole thing. I just feel like this type of format gives you a lot of freedom to play around with materials. And the Tomoe River paper is amazing also for watercolors. I think this is the only place that I added, and maybe I should go back and add more just because it's so delicious. I mean, look at that. Yep, I know, so good. So this one, I tried to recreate something that I saw James Burke do in his travel journal, and the execution here was very lacking, but it is what it is. Some more photos, and here I started to get really excited with the transparencies. I just love how it turned out. So here's another one, and then this is also printed on a transparency. The problem with transparencies is that if you put it on something like dark, then it's a little bit of a mess. If you like that look, great, but I kind of like it on a lighter background, so that's the reason, for example, that I added this envelope here. I printed it on Tomoe River paper, which gives it like this beautiful texture. And I think here we're getting close to my favorite part of the journal. I think, you know, I used a lot of like more muted stuff than I'm used to, and I think it worked well for those photos, but then here it starts to get happier. More carnival-y. Carnival-y, is that a word? More carnival. So I used, this is also a great place to use clear stickers, or in this case, you know, they're clear stickers, but they still have a little bit of color to them. And this is an old collection from, I want to say Pink Paisley. They had this like summer collection a couple of years ago, which I had to get and then I didn't use. And finally I used a bunch of it here, including most of this one sticker sheet on this page, and I love it. So this was in Santa Cruz, and I printed a lot of the photos on a transparency because I feel like it really lets if you put it on white paper, it really shines. I don't know, the colors in the photo, it just looks so nice. So you can see I got a little bit a little bit crazy with the transparencies. And I love these pages. These pages from Santa Cruz are my favorite. This is a tissue paper that Tanya sent me. Thank you so much, Tanya. And I also think it's so fitting to this whole thing. Okay, here things got a little bit, maybe a bit too much. I love this. This is a page I just cut it. I cut it a little bit, and then I got all happy with washi. And then this is like a tip-in, but I don't know, I think it was a bit, I have to figure out how to make it stick a little bit better, because it sticks a little bit out. But the base is like this glassine bag, again, lots of washi in these carnival rainbow colors. Another transparency. Ooh, another thing that I started doing with the transparencies that I really love is to put stickers in the back. So there's the sticker, but then place it in a location that kind of, you know, creates something fun with the transparency or the photo that you have, the image that you have on top. So I think I do this also later in the insert. And here another one of these pockets that I showed you, and you can fit several photos in there. I love these. These are like an unexpected hit. And then again, like I added these stickers. Here it looks like it's coming out of the roof of the bubblegum shrimp place, but then here, you know, it's just stuck there. And I added a little bit more journaling in the darker part so it wouldn't kind of interfere too much. Oh, and here again I did that. So there's the sticker, but it kind of looks like it all comes together. And then another little journaling on this cute die cut from an old Dear Lizzie collection. So some more, this is like a cute tip-in. These are like washi stickers. I'm obsessed with washi stickers. They're fantastic. And yeah, some journaling. This is me meeting James. It was so cute. And then I made, like here, there'll be a break because here Disney comes, and then I'll do the separate insert. And then we have a visit to, again, to Universal Studios. This is what I'm talking about. You see how the stickers work really nicely. I just love these photos that I made. Oh, this one also. I just love how that looks. And these photos, of course, I could have printed them on photo paper or anything else, but I just think the transparency really makes the colors pop. And I used also like a lot of filters like this one, a lot of filters to make it look kind of Instagram-y, vintagey, but very, very saturated. So Kitty, Universal, and this is like a few of these, you know, best meals. I used a lot this sticker pack that I got. This one that I got at Michael's, I love it. It's so fun. The colors are just so fun. You have that fluorescent pink and then some pastel colors. I adore it. And then this was our one before last day and then our last day at the airport. And here I did a compilation of everyone like favorite moments. I still need to add Ela's, but my mom's, mine, Lily. I asked her what was best about the trip. I asked her like 2 weeks later, and she said the playground at the airport. So I think like the last experience was the best one for her. And then these are like my final thoughts. And then I printed this postcard, you know, I made it look very, very vintagey. And this is Hebrew, this is my native tongue. And it says, Tam velo nishlam. It means it's like, it's the end, or it ended, but it's not complete, or something like that. So, meaning we need some more adventures. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry this was super long. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see more Traveler's Notebook, because I'm heavily into that. I'm loving this format. I know I'm super late. to hop on that bandwagon, but yeah, that's me. I can't do what everyone else is doing. I have to discover things in my own time, and then yet I'm still very enabled by the world. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm thinking about maybe I should add some tabs, but then like to, I don't know, maybe mark the important places, but then I think they might stick out of this and that's dangerous. So maybe something tiny. I think something really tiny with like a typewriter font. I think that could work. And I think I even have some that might work. So anyway, I really enjoy being able to come back to this and add things, which is another thing that I don't feel like I can do with 12 by 12 pages. Like once they are in that page protector in the album, it's kind of done for me. So yeah, let me know how you like to document your travels, if you do stuff when you're actually on the trip, because I think that is essential. I did do a list on my phone of everything we did in each day, like main activities, and then if it was like a restaurant that I was, you know, that I wanted to note, I did that on my phone. And then only the few pages here, the first few ones, I completed while we were there. The rest of the time, after like the first week and a half, once we went on the road, it was just, I really didn't have the time and opportunity and possibility to sit down. So I just made sure that I wrote down what we did each day, because you forget faster than you think you will. And yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm shutting up now. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you in another video soon. Bye.